So if you want to take out that gun and badge, I'm happy to scrap with you one day. You want to do it, let's do it. Let me know, buddy.
That is not a crime, and you're telling me to get out of my vehicle.
Broken arm! Broken arm! Broken arm!
If you didn't know, I went to the police academy and they kicked me out.
That's my purse! I don't know you!
Spit me on my face right now! She spit in my face!
Today's video takes us to Afton, Missouri, outside St. Louis. And we find a frauditor who wants to do an audit on the post office and seems very familiar with Poster 7. But he neglected to notice the sign that said no firearms in the post office and summarily is arrested. Oh, dearie me! By the way, this came from one of my viewers. Thank you so much. I don't think this channel, though, is the original poster. It was copied from somewhere else. I don't know where. If anybody has any information on that, please let me know. Enjoy!
Who is it?
Gentleman right here.
Good morning, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. My name is Officer Haddock with County PD.
Hi, my name's Mr. Gibson. How are you?
Nice to meet you, Mr. Gibson. You want to tell me what's going on?
I don't know what's going on.
Well, they're telling me that you make them feel uncomfortable standing
Okay.
here and filming it all.
All right.
So, any particular reason for that?
Have you heard of the First Amendment?
Of course.
Okay.
I'm a
so
big
what is the
proponent of our
First-
Constitution.
Oh, good. So what does the First Amendment say?
So here we have another educator quizzing the police. Lovely. Now somebody told me once before that my fonts weren't the same on this. Yeah, you're absolutely right, because I copied and pasted from the DHS directive right beside Poster 7 so we could see exactly what the story is on these two things. Poster 7 and a DHS directive. Okay, the DHS directive overrides what Poster 7 says, but both of them say photographs for news purposes, as long as you're not being paid. Oh, you're being paid on YouTube, so that falls under commercial photography, which needs permission. Case closed.
Well, freedom of speech, bottom line.
First one is freedom of speech, yes.
Yep.
And the second one in the First Amendment is freedom of the press. There is a memo that came out in 2010
Okay.
that came through, who's the federal?
You talk about citizen journalists, right?
Yes.
Okay, so is that the capacity that you're in right now? Is it
Absolutely.
citizen? Okay. All right, that's fine. But
Oh, dearie me, Frauditor. You're a member of the press? Dressed like that? You have to do better than that, Frauditor. By the way, I looked at your channel. Nobody's watching. Find a different vocation.
But you also would agree with me if I say that these employees here have a right to not to feel harassed.
Oh,
And-
certainly, but their feelings don't trump my rights neither.
Okay, but why would you do it? I mean, why would you? what's-
The real reason why I did it, one, to test them, two, to educate them.
Okay.
Here's their rules right here.
Okay.
It says you're allowed to film.
Okay.
The rules governing the contact of the postal property. I'm sorry that they're ignorant of their own rules. This is their rules, it's right here.
Okay.
Perhaps this man applied for a job at the post office but was too stupid to get the job, and now he has a vendetta against the post office. I can't figure out any other reason why he would stand around all day and film like this, can you?
What does it say?
Photographing.
What does it say?
It says photographs for news, advertising, or commercial purposes. So that means that covers just about everything. Photographs for news purposes may be taken in entrances, lobbies, foyers, corridors, auditoriums, when used for public meetings, except where prohibited by official signs or social security force personnel or authorized personnel.
Notice how he uses his finger to read along with the words. I would expect that from a small child, but not from a grown man. At least outward appearances indicate he's a grown man.
Or a federal court order or rule. Other photographs may be taken only with the permission of the local postmaster or installation head.
Okay. So, you're doing it just because you think you can do it?
Sir, I can do it by the law, by the federal law.
Right, but just because it's legal doesn't...
No, they haven't asked me.
No, I have asked him to stop filming.
Are you asking him to leave right now?
Oh, I have.
So we need to get out of here. They don't want you here.
Now,
Private property.
it's not private property, sir. I own this property.
Oh my goodness, I see two problems here. First, the lady who works at the post office asked you to leave and you didn't. And then the second issue we have here is you think you own this property. Oh my goodness, it's not going to work out for you.
Own this?
Yes, sir, and so do you.
Okay, we're not.
As a taxpayer.
We're not doing this. Let's leave. They don't want you here. You gotta.
And if I don't leave, what?
You go to jail.
I go to jail for what?
Trespass.
Oh, please. Please arrest me for
We're not doing
trespassing.
that.
Oh, yes, sir, you will be sued.
Okay.
That's a violation of my rights.
Is it? Which one?
The First Amendment, have you ever heard of
Freedom
it?
of speech.
Freedom of the
Trespassing.
press.
Okay, that doesn't cover trespassing. Let's talk.
I'm not trespassing.
You are.
Why don't we go ahead and step outside
Outside.
so
How
we
can I
can...
be trespassed
Mr.
in a
Gibson.
public area?
Mr.
I'm
Gibson,
standing up.
Mr. Gibson, can I see your ID card, please?
No, sir.
So many of these frauditors fail to realize, or maybe they do realize, that there's always that right to refuse service to anyone. Of course, they think because it's public property, they can't be trespassed, and they're going to stand up for their rights, even if it means being handcuffed. No doubt about it.
Well, guess what? In the county of St. Louis, you are required by law to identify yourself when a police officer asks you to do that.
Only
So-
if I have been,
I would like to file a formal complaint,
Suspected of
please.
committing a crime, yes, sir.
That's right.
I'll help you.
Yeah, right now we're
so right now you are
suspecting you of it.
suspected of trespassing. So identify yourself.
Let me see your ID card.
no, sir.
Okay, let's go to jail.
Okay, get out of here.
Hey, you don't have to twist me.
You're fine, you're fine. Nobody's hurting you. This is all on camera, we're good.
I believe in standing up for my beliefs and what I think is right, but only to a certain point. When the handcuffs come out, it's time to back down, Jack. What's wrong with this guy?
Because
I'm not being lawful arrested.
because you're being fine right now. We're gonna add a second set of cuffs.
I have,
so you're
I have not,
uncomfortable.
I've not committed a
All right,
crime.
you're good.
officer.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna put this phone in your pocket.
I think you guys have been reasonable with me.
Do you have any weapons on you?
No, sir. Oh, yes, I do. I do have a
What
gun
do you
in
have?
my pocket.
You have a gun where at?
I think I have it in my pocket right
Which
here.
one? This
This
one?
one, right here.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right.
Yeah.
Just relax.
It's in here?
Yeah.
Okay. See that sign right there?
Which one?
The one that says no firearms in front.
I just lost all respect for this frauditor. If I had any to begin with, that is. The weapon! What? The police officer says, do you have a weapon? Oh, I think I have a gun in this pocket. You don't know where your weapon is? Then why are you carrying it? What if you needed it in a life-threatening emergency situation? Oh, go home, frauditor. Go home.
Federal property? That one?
I see that.
Okay. Just making sure you see it.
All right, why
Finish patting.
don't you come over here? Just stand right there, sir. I'm gonna empty out your pockets, all right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That sign was not posted on the door. About the
Right, it's posted on the wall, but
Yeah,
listen,
that's
your
fine.
your issue is not with us. Your issue is with them, all right?
Yes, sir.
So, just cooperate with us,
Yes,
officer.
sir, I will.
Go through the motions, all right?
And the
And
only
then,
reason why I
Yeah.
didn't want to give you my ID is because I haven't been.
How humiliating that must be, Frauditor. You're handcuffed and searched in the post office, as a matter of fact, in public. But remember, there's no expectation of privacy in public, so I hope you're happy with that.
I haven't been
Yes.
suspected of a crime.
Right, I
It's
understand.
not
But when
a crime
we're, but
for
when
me
we're,
to film.
right, but when we're investigating, I get that.
Yes, sir.
But you notice how the things kind of flipped when it became, when the lady told you got to leave, that turned into trespassing.
Right.
Now we're trying to investigate.
Yeah, I wasn't
whether,
refusing leaving.
No, I get you, but we
Yes,
need
sir.
to investigate that stuff.
Yes, sir.
And figure out if
That's
the crime
legitimate.
really exists.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Because you know we can start investigation
Yes,
based on
sir.
a hearsay, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So in the process of that investigation, you are required by local law to identify yourself to us. And
Well, I'll tell you something, Frauditor. You seem to know quite a bit about Poster 7, but here's a poster I bet you never read about. It's Poster 158, and it's included among the rules on that piece of paper that has Poster 7 on it. And it states that you shall not carry a firearm into the United States Postal Office. No doubt about it. Whether it's on the door or not, it's a hard and fast rule. So, you have committed a crime, and you better ID yourself.
if you did, all this stuff would have been avoided. You know what I mean? But I appreciate you being cooperative
Yes, sir, I will.
as a fellow citizen.
Yes, sir,
you know?
I will. I will.
So, we're going to see.
no, I
see
haven't
what's gonna
committed a
happen.
crime, though.
Well, we're going to let the legal system determine that, all right?
Okay.
I believe from our perspective, you did. By entering here with a firearm, you can't do that in the post office.
Well, it should be posted on the door.
Well, it's posted on the wall right there.
Okay,
The same wall you were
I
reading.
mean, well, yeah, but hold on.
But here's
You're
the thing.
walking into this door.
Here's the thing. If
It wasn't posted.
that they ain't right, challenge them to court.
Yeah.
Look, Frauditor, I understand you're a YouTube law expert, and you can stand there and argue all day long. But the fact remains, you took a weapon into a U.S. post office, and that is against the law, no matter how you look at it, whether it's posted on the door or not. But you want to argue the fact that Poster 7 allows you to record. Read all the rules on that, okay? And then shut your mouth.
So if it was posted on the door.
Yeah, Mr. Gibson, we got to do what we got to do.
Yes, sir.
You got to do
I
what you got to do.
understand, and you're legitimate,
Yeah.
sir.
Hey, now, may I check your wallet for your ID?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, thank you. Is it in here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there it is. Do you still live on? So what brought you here to this particular post office?
I had some packages that I just shipped.
Okay.
That might be my receipt right there.
Was there any problems with their service?
No, officer, there's no problem with the service. This moron just needs clicks and views on his YouTube channel because he's an unemployed grifter.
One of the people there started really mouthing when I said something. I don't remember exactly what I was talking to a customer.
Sure.
And she said, well, it's not nice to talk about. I said, oh, here's what it was. I said, they were talking about selling the post office. And the lady behind the counter says, well, you shouldn't talk nasty about the post office. And then she got loud. She's the one that engaged with me, okay?
Yeah.
Or
I've never seen a frauditor yet who didn't have a smart mouth and a cocky attitude. And that's what gets you into trouble, Frauditor, and that's why you're in handcuffs right now. Because all you know is Poster 7. You don't know the rest of the rules of the post office, just Poster 7.
I wouldn't have said anything to her. And then she started getting loud. And
So you're under arrest for trespassing specifically.
you know what? Trespassing?
When someone asks you to leave, you know, trespassing. I'm going to explain it once.
Yes,
Okay, I walk in, you were reading the board about photographing and videotaping. Yes,
Yes,
or no?
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
You were saying
Can we
no,
start?
I'm going to finish talking.
Okay, please.
Because I tried that once. And I
Okay,
tried to be
I'm
very.
sorry.
Let me talk. You stop talking.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So let's recap. this idiot walks into the post office with his potato cam. He's asked by the supervisor to stop recording. He doesn't. He's asked to leave. He doesn't leave. And then he's found with a loaded firearm in his jacket. Oh, that's lovely. Carry on, Frauditor.
You interrupt me again, I'm not going to explain. Okay. Fair? Sure. I walked in, I said, you have to leave. You said, no, this is, I own it. And I said, you own it? You said, yes. And you said, I own it. So you're kind of implying that it's taxpayers' property, yes? Is that what you're implying? Okay. Yes. So you're wrong. That is private property. They asked you to leave. You didn't leave.
I didn't.
Let me finish talking.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I asked you to leave. You said, no. I said, I said something along the lines, well, you're going to go to jail. And you said, okay, arrest me because I'm not leaving. And you gave me your hands implying that's the only way you're going to jail. On top of that, you had a firearm on federal property. That's another crime. So, that's what you're being arrested for. Let's go sit in the car.
But officer, this man is protected by the First and Second Amendments of our great Constitution. Don't worry about the fact that he was asked to leave, and don't worry about the fact that firearms are not permitted on federal property. Forget about all that. Oh, this man has rights. He also has the Sixth Amendment, which is the right to a speedy trial.
Sir, I would think it would be legitimate for them to put a sign on the door.
They don't need
On the door?
to ask you to leave?
No, not to ask me to leave.
About what? The filming?
No, about
The firearm.
the firearm.
Well, it's on the
Okay,
same
that
wall.
should be posted
I
on
checked
the
him.
door.
I checked him.
And I'm just saying.
Okay.
I believe you.
Or otherwise, I would have not walked in
Look,
with it.
the sign was on the very same wall.
Spread your legs.
Yeah,
please.
but I didn't see it.
Oh, so now you're acknowledging that the sign does exist. You just didn't see it. Well, sonny boy, that's no excuse. You're going to still have to suffer the consequences.
Thank you.
Okay.
It should have been on the door.
It's the same wall that you were reading the
Okay,
regulations.
that's legitimate, sir.
Yeah.
That is true.
I think
that
we-
is absolutely true.
Yeah.
But, and then I was already in the building.
Have a
though.
seat,
Yeah.
please.
Go ahead and take a seat in the car.
Yes, sir.
I'm
This
gonna
is
get-
all of his property.
That's fine. Just put it in the trunk.
In the trunk, you got it.
Officer Holmes? Yeah.
Well, there you have it, folks. How stupid can you possibly be? Oh, you were asked to leave, you didn't leave. You were asked to stop recording, and you didn't. Then the police come and find a weapon in your pocket. You weren't even sure which pocket it was in. Oh, man, you just can't do what you want to do at the post office. Seems he knew all about Poster 7, but he forgot about not carrying a firearm in the post office. Oh, well. If you enjoy watching idiots, imbeciles, and morons on my channel, please subscribe. As always, thanks so much for stopping by. Cheers to that.